Okay, picture this. It's Sunday. It's a miserable day outside. I don't like calling a Sunday miserable, but the weather's miserable. It's raining, it's cold, I'm cozy. I've just made the most magical matcha I've ever made. I'm gonna show you a recipe next week because this is too good to gatekeep. And this cup is nowhere near big enough. I'm gonna need to find a cute glass cup for when I want a big matcha, because I know that I'm probably gonna chug this. I chug drinks. I'm gonna just have a FaceTime date with you guys. This is the friendship circle right now, so let's listen and not judge. And I thought, it's the start of the month, it's the 1st of June, so let me give you guys a little bit of inspiration and encouragement, and let's start off the month on a positive. It was actually my 8th year anniversary on YouTube the other day. 8 whole years on this platform is wild. And I was telling someone, this was the best thing ever. I was telling one of my yoga teachers, and she was like, God, you must have been about 12 when you started YouTube. Do I look 20? I definitely don't look 20, but she was so surprised I was 27, and I was like, yeah, babes, I'm 27 now, 28 this year. But there's a few things that I want to talk about with that, because I think the reason why some people think I'm younger isn't because of the way I look, but it's the way I act. But we'll speak about that later on in the video. But before we do get into the video, I am so excited to announce my 28-day challenge in collaboration with the Health Lab. I have worked my butt off, quite literally, filming these workouts, getting the app ready, all throughout May, and the fact that it's now here and we're launching the app today is so exciting. So it's called the 28-day Glow and Reset, and it's basically 28 days of everything that I think I do in my life that makes my life 100 times better. So that's working out, breath work, meditation, podcasts. You're basically going to be doing it alongside me, and it's going to be 28 days because I think it takes about 28 days to form a new habit. So what we're hoping for is after the 28 days, you're like, oh my God, this has improved my life so much. Let me continue. But I'm going to help you get started on the 28 days because honestly, I feel like I am living such a happy, healthy dream life because of everything that I'm going to show you in this app. There's some incredible workouts on there that's helped me achieve my dream body. There's going to be journaling prompts on there to help you start journaling, maybe if you're a first timer or even if you're just stuck on what to write about. We've got a sound bath on there, which I had the other day, and it literally took me to another planet. It was great. We've also got some yoga, really good for stretching, really good for women's health and hormones. And the main thing I want from this challenge is for you just to feel good within your body and in your mind. I feel like people either focus on one or the other. Like people focus on going to the gym and getting really healthy with their body, but sometimes your mind can be left out. So this is like an all-rounder, getting you in a good positive mindset for summer, getting you feeling really confident for summer with your body, and I'm really hoping that you guys love it as much as I've loved creating it, because this is something that I am so proud of, mainly because I know that it's going to be life-changing for some people. Like that sounds like quite a dramatic thing to say, but I think once you start noticing the benefits of what journaling can do for you and what working out can do for you, even if it's like, there's some workouts on there that are like 15 minutes long, some stretch classes in there as well. And I think once you start realizing that, oh shit, this really can make you feel so much better, I think it can be life-changing. If you guys want to sign up, the link is going to be in my description box. Let me know in the comment section if you're going to be joining us on the challenge, and I am just so excited. Obviously, I'm going to be doing the challenge alongside the app. So I've already filmed all the workouts and stuff, but I will be joining on the app. So I'm going to be vlogging that as well. So it'll kind of be nice to do together. And I might even share my matcha recipe over on there too. I've scrolled down to the bottom, and the first question that got asked was, do you ever get lonely living alone? to answer the question, yes or no, no, I don't get lonely. I think there's some times where the apartment feels a little bit quiet, and I think that's also because I don't always have background noise. Like, I used to always have the TV on in the background or music on in the background, whereas now I'm kind of existing in a lot of silence, which I really enjoy. I kind of like just sitting with my thoughts sometimes, and I think the reason why I enjoy being sat with my thoughts now is because I've had such a big mindset change where I'm not horrible to myself, and I'm not like in my own head telling myself that I'm rubbish because I didn't complete this task today, or I'm not self-critical. I talk to myself like I'm talking to a friend. I would say I'm a pretty good friend. So I'm nice company to be around. And I think once you've gotten to a stage where you actually love who you are and you're happy with the person you are, I think you can enjoy your own company. Obviously, it's not good to like self-isolate and just be on your own all the time. I think as humans, we all need interaction with other humans. I think it's easy for me because I go to classes. So I go to Pilates classes, I go to yoga classes. So even though I'm on my own, I'm not on my own all day because I'm seeing other people in classes. And if I'm not doing a class that day, I might go for a walk. And something that I've started doing, which sounds so weird, and I would always look at people like, why are they talking to me? I've started having conversations with strangers. Honestly, I feel like as a generation, we are so antisocial but social because everyone's in each other's business because of social media and everyone knows what everyone's doing at all times. But when it comes to in-person interactions, we're so antisocial. It kind of is weird because if a guy approached me in a bar, I'm thinking, ooh, weirdo, get away. But how else are you gonna meet people? Like, he's probably just thinking, I'm ready to meet my wife. Or maybe he's thinking something else, let's be honest. But like, I don't know, I just find this generation so confusing with how to interact with people. But I don't even know how I got there, but basically I've been having conversations with strangers and it's actually so lovely, like hearing people's life stories. I find people so interesting. I just find humans interesting, and speaking with strangers, honestly, don't cringe about it. I just have the nicest interactions throughout the week. Like one day I got a free matcha because I was talking to the girl at the counter and she was like, do you know what, just have this on us. Thank you, the girls at Federal. The other day I got a free bunch of flowers because, so I have 2 bunches of flowers. I bought these ones and then the florist gave me these ones for free. So even just little things like that, I think when you're a nice person and you're just chatty, good things happen to you and you don't know what you can do for someone else. Like, for as much as they filled my cup because I enjoy talking to them, you don't know what you're gonna do for that person as well. And then of course, prioritizing your friends and family and like making time for them, because I definitely, because I'm self-employed especially, I feel like I can get in a zone where I'm just working and I'm concentrating on working, and then I'll concentrate on my alone time. And I find it hard to prioritize making time for friends and family within that, especially because I travel and, you know, I go down to London a lot. I can go sometimes weeks without seeing my aunt, and my aunt is one of my best friends. So I think prioritizing time to see friends and family, and like I've made this rule for myself that I do 1 friend date a week. Life can get on top of you and you look at your calendar the last time you saw your friend and it's been like 3 weeks. So I think all friendships require some sort of work and commitment in making the effort to see each other, if that makes sense, because you can definitely let time pass. You can definitely let time pass and the friendship could slip away. I don't know how I got into this. This isn't going to be a question and answer, okay? We're going to put that out there now because I'm going to answer some questions, but it's just going to be a FaceTime of what's on my mind at the minute. And these are just some things that have been on my mind. Okay, someone asked if I wasn't an influencer, what would you be doing? And I would 100%, I think if you asked me when I was 16, I didn't know what I wanted to do at 16, which is why I kind of fell into YouTube, which I'm very grateful for. But I think now as an adult, I would love to be a therapist or a life coach or even like a marriage counselor. I think I just always, this is something else that I wanted to talk about that has been on my mind recently. So I will always match people with kindness. If you're rude to me, I'll match you with kindness. If you break my heart, I will match you with kindness. This has become my thing at the minute, and I've always thought that's like a sign of weakness, being kind at all times. Let me tell you, that is the strongest thing you can do. And maybe you think, okay, but I'm being kind to someone that has actually treated me like shit. Yeah, but in me being kind, I've analysed you and thought, okay, you're probably treating me like shit because you're projecting. You're commenting on my YouTube video and saying something negative because you're not happy in your own life. As a happy person, I never feel the need to talk shit about anyone. I never feel the need to put anyone down. I never feel the need to do a bad thing. But as someone that has been in a bad place before, I'm complaining. I'm complaining about everything and I'm looking for the negative in anything. So I think the reason I will match someone that does me wrong with kindness is because I kind of think, okay, they must be going through something. And then I feel sorry for them. And I would rather feel sorry for them than feel sorry for myself because they're treating me so bad. No. Like, I'm doing everything right that I should be doing right because I just analyze everyone. Sometimes I don't like that I do that because I could be on like a first date and I'm thinking, oh, he's tapping his leg, he's nervous. Or he could say something and I've gone, oh, don't like that because this means that you probably had trouble when you were in school, or I don't know. I don't like that I do that all the time, but I'm definitely someone that analyzes people. This one's more personal. What happened to the flat you made an offer to? So my offer didn't get accepted. It was a little bit low and it was a little bit more than what I wanted to pay. But I think with buying somewhere, especially as a first-time buyer, everything happens for a reason, because then a dream apartment came up. It's within the vicinity of where I am now. It's perfect. I feel like I've made a life here and my offer has been accepted. And it was perfect as well because I move out the month after the tenant moves out. So it's currently tenanted. It's owned by someone else, but there's a tenant in there. And the tenant that's in there moves out the month before my lease is up here. So it's literally worked out perfectly. Like, I get a whole month to move all of my stuff over, get my apartment ready, and then when I move in, everything's gonna be done and dusted. Like, I don't have to spend time like unpacking things while I'm living there. So it's all worked out, and your girl is not officially a homeowner because obviously I've got to go through the whole process, which, let me tell you, this is a process. It's not easy, but it will be worth it in the end, and I'm so excited. And this is an apartment where I am gonna make it so my own. I feel like since being here in this one, I've not really done too much with it. I think when you rent, it's hard to put your stamp on something because a lot of the things that I would want to do are like permanent. I'm very excited to put my creative hat on. I think as well, the older I've got, the more, this is another thing that I wanted to talk about. So trends. Okay, let's talk about trends. I have definitely been someone that has jumped on the trend bandwagon. Sometimes there's a trend that I actually just really like. So Labubus, for example. Before they was this huge phenomenon, I loved the Labubus. The reason I love the Labubus, for those who are, because I see a lot of Labubu hate, and I don't hate them. I just hate that now they're this huge craze. Like, that just makes me cringe a little bit. But the reason I loved them in the first place was because I loved the bag charms. I loved that they added a little bit of character to my bags. They added colour. There was like a little, I love a squishy toy. I have so many teddies, so it was one that I could carry around with me. I thought it was a bit of a conversation starter. Not so much anymore because everyone kind of knows what they are, but before everyone knew what they were, there was a little bit of a conversation starter. So that's why I love the Labubus. But I remember my friend messaging me and she was like, I should have listened to you because now they're sold out everywhere and I can't get one. And I was like, but if you didn't like them when I first started wearing them and you only like them now that they're a trend, that says to me that you don't actually like them. This is just an example, and there's like nothing wrong with that, with following trends. I've definitely done it myself, but there's things now that I'm trying to look at and I'm like, do I like this because it's trending, or do I like this because I actually like it? I wear a lot of shit and I know people are like, what is she wearing? But I like it. It's my personal style, and my personal style doesn't necessarily fall under one bracket, because I was talking about this to Hannah. I kind of love traveling and dressing according to where I'm going. So I would definitely dress differently going to New York or going to LA. My wardrobe is completely different, but that doesn't mean that I'm dressing towards the LA style or dressing towards the New York style. I'm dressing to my style, but my style in LA and my style in New York, my style in the Maldives or Greece. Everywhere is going to look different, but it's all going to be things that I like. If other people don't like it, that is absolutely okay, because there's some outfits where I look and I think, I don't like that, but I love that they've had the confidence to wear that. There's a woman that walks around in, I'm not joking, bright neon tutu, and I always see her and she's always wearing this tutu. If you've seen her, let me know. I just think she loves that tutu. And you know what, good for her. No one else wears a tutu. I have not seen that tutu probably since like 2010. I love that for her. And I think it's so nice when you look around and people watch and see everyone's character. Like we're all basically like Sims, and we're dressing ourselves for our character and what we represent. Like maybe I'll wear a band t-shirt with a band I like on it, or like my thing is bags and shoes. My outfits I'm not really bothered about. You see me in vests and jeans an awful lot. I'm wearing vests and sweats right now, but bags and shoes are where it's at for me. Like that's the thing that I don't mind spending money on. That's the thing that I think will always elevate my outfits. I have a whole collection in my wardrobe. I'm actually going to go through my collection in next week's vlog, because I love my summer shoe collection and my summer bag collection. She's growing and she's amazing, so that's going to be in the next vlog. But I just think it's nice to have your own personal style. How did we get onto this conversation? I don't know. These are just things that I've been thinking about recently. We're going to skip the questions because I'm just word vomiting at this point. But I think it's just nice to have your own sense of style, or your own sense of what you like and dislike, whether you like to play tennis or you like to go ballet dancing. I think social media did this to us because we think something's cool now and then we kind of copy it. But I think there's nothing cooler than being so authentic that you find a style that you like, you find activities that you like, you find what makes you happy in life, and you go with it without a care in the world, without caring what anyone else thinks. If you like collecting something really nerdy, cool. If you like collecting Labubus, but you've seen all this Labubu hate, but you still want to collect your Labubus or your Sonny Angels or whatever it is, you do whatever makes you happy. If you get so much joy out of unboxing a Labubu, or if you get so much joy out of knitting or something that wouldn't be perceived as like cool, you go for it, because I feel like that's what makes it so cool. If you are so passionate about something, I think passion is what makes you cool. If you're passionate about whatever you're talking about or whatever you're doing, or you will wear an outfit that maybe isn't trending at the minute, but you're so confident in it, do you know how cool you look? Because you look so confident, and because the way you're talking about something you're passionate about is so like when someone's talking passionately about something, I could just sit there like this and watch them all day. I think it's so nice when people have passions and something that's not a trend, you know what I mean? The question I do always get is how I keep a positive mindset, and I would say for the most part, I'm a very, very positive person. And this comes back to what I was saying earlier about looking younger. I think I almost learnt this from my mum. My mum is very childlike. Not in the sense of she's childish, I don't mean it like that, but my mum's very childlike. She looks for the good in everything. She is just like sunshine to be around. I can't even explain it. Anyone that has met my mum will just tell you that she can own a room, but in the way that is just like, you just find her so fascinating, because I think a lot of women, especially like as you get older, you can kind of become cynical. Life can make you cynical because you've been through so much in your life, whether it's heartbreak or whether someone's someone's been unloyal to you, or like there's so many things. Someone could have passed away that you were close to. Like there's so much shit that happens in life. And I think sometimes people can wear that on their face, which makes them look like they've had a lot of life experience, which then makes them look older. Hear me out, okay? This is my thoughts at the minute. I think if you don't let the negative things that happen to you in your life, obviously some things are going to affect you, like, and you can't help it, like someone passing away, I don't know, like something really traumatic that's happened in your life. Obviously you're going to carry that, of course you're going to. But if you don't let things like heartbreak and things like if a friend has done you dirty, or if you don't carry them with you and you forgive the person and let it go, I think that makes you look younger, because you're not carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders and you're more childlike in your personality, because it almost looks like you've not been through as much, if that makes sense. And I think that's what makes you look younger. I swear I'm onto something with this, because I think I'm very childlike. I've got a golden retriever personality. I look for the good in things. I'm a very positive person. I don't talk shit. I try not to complain. My camera's overheating, that's weird. But I'm just a very happy-go-lucky kind of person. And I think that's what makes me look younger. Maybe you're thinking you don't actually look younger, but I get told a lot that I look younger than I am, so maybe that's why. I think for the most part, like I was saying, I am a very positive person. I would say I'm positive 93% of the time. I can't actually remember what I was just saying because my camera overheated, but I do remember talking about being a more positive person, and obviously having the times in your life where you do feel a little bit down and you do kind of let the world get on top of you. But I think if you, for the most part, can take the bad things that happen to you, and rather than dwell on it and rather than let it get you down, if you take the lessons from it, like any regrets that you have in life, just think about the lessons that you can take away from it. Don't keep dwelling on it, because what's that going to do? Thinking about the past is not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to change. It's happened. We move on. It is what it is. But look at the lessons you can take away from that and maybe just apply them going forward. That's all you can do. And that's another thing. Don't stress about the past. Don't stress about the future. Just think about right now. I've definitely been in such a bad headspace from thinking about things that have gone on in the past and worrying about the future. The future hasn't happened yet, and most things that I've ever worried about that are going to happen in the future never actually happen. We're missing life right now by doing that. Like, we're missing what's going on in the present moment. And I think there's so many times where I've been feeling down, and then I've thought about myself in 20 years time, and I'd be thinking, why are you down about your body? For example, you look amazing. You can run along the beach. You can go to the gym every day. You have the opportunity to eat healthily and eat nutritious food. And I don't know, like you look great in a bikini. These are all things that you're going to be telling yourself in 20 years. So I just think, try and live in the present moment, not worry about the past or the future, and try and keep as light-hearted as possible. Don't let the world and don't let things that happen in the world give you a dark heart, because number one, it's going to age you. I swear it does. Number two, it makes you a more cynical person, which is quite dark to be around. And I think it's not dark for other people, it's dark for yourself. And I think if you're in a dark mental headspace, sometimes that can feel really claustrophobic because you're just constantly around negative thoughts. Have a bad thought about something that's happened to you, that someone's done, maybe think, okay, this person probably cheated on me because they're really insecure within themselves. They don't have an ounce of loyalty in them. They've obviously not been brought up with good morals. Feel sorry for them. Feel like, oh, I could never do that. Like, I'm not a bad person, I'm a good person. But like, good luck with that. Because if you've got that in you to be disloyal to someone that you love, and if you've got that in you to treat me like that, treat another human being like that, then good luck to you in life. I'm gonna stay lighthearted about it, and I'm gonna go find someone that is gonna be worth my time. That's how I look at things, and I don't think that's a weakness whatsoever. I think it takes a lot more strength to be like that. How easy is it to complain? How easy is it to be negative? It is so easy to start talking shit about someone, but it's hard to look for the good in things. Be that resilient person, be that strong person, prove to yourself that you have so much strength that you can find the positive in a negative situation. And once you start doing that more and more, you'll become a stronger person. You'll know how to talk yourself out of a negative thought, and you will also come across more of a light, positive, maybe young human being. And like I said, it's not easy. I think you've got to sometimes train your mind like you're training in the gym. Like, you take your body to the gym to train your body. Sometimes you've got to start training your mind to eliminate negative thoughts and place them and replace them even with positive ones. Maybe I should start my own podcast talking about this kind of stuff, because I could talk about things like this for years. And I think sometimes some people are so on board with it and like want to go back and forth, but sometimes people are like, what is this girl talking about? So if you're thinking, what is this girl talking about, I apologize. If you're wondering how I completely shifted my mindset, I mean, I watched some of my old videos now and I'm like, who is that girl? I was so lost and so just didn't know who I was, and I feel like I've almost now gone back to how I was as a child. It's so weird. Like, growing up is so weird and confusing, but that's why I don't mind getting older, because I say this all the time, but in your early 20s, if you're in your early 20s, God bless you, because it is difficult. Like, I remember being in my early 20s, I had no idea who I was. It's such a confusing time. You don't need to have your shit together, but you feel like you do need to have your shit together. Do I have all my shit together right now? Not really. It's a little bit more together than it was when I was in my early 20s, and I think that's just because I know who I am now. I know what I like, I know what I don't like. I don't have people in my life that give me drama, or if they do give me drama or I get a bad vibe, you'll be seeing an awful lot less of me. I had to charge my camera for a sec. Clearly I'm not having much luck on the filming front today, but I'm actually going to end this video here. But I think after filming this video, it's made me realize that I should do this way more often. I've got so much to say. Maybe you don't want to hear it. Maybe you found this video interesting. If you did, then let me know. But I definitely think the first video of the month could just be things that I've been thinking about throughout the month, because I think I'm quite a deep thinker and I do have a lot of alone time and a lot of time to think. So I can just share my current thoughts, because usually they are positive ones and things that may help me going forward. So if I can do that and share it with you guys, then we can try it together. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to sign up down below to my 28-day challenge, and I really hope we can do this challenge together. It's gonna be so much fun, and like I said, I'm gonna be vlogging it next week. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I love you all so much, and I will see you in the next video.